On the news tonight, Governor Soludo identifies human capital development as major player in building a greater future for Anambra State. Deputy Governor Ibe Zim calls for genuine partnership to actualize state government developmental initiative. Federal government moves to avert looming shutdown of airline operations. And on the foreign scene, dozens of people fell dead after bomb blast east of Ukraine. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good evening and welcome to the news. My name is Chidimma Orangwa. The governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, has commissioned some corporate social responsibility projects at Capital City Secondary School and the Amenyi Primary School, Oka, executed by Chief Clem Ngobo, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Oka Millennium City. Government House correspondent Valentine Mbadoa has details.
Among the projects commissioned are a story building, housing digital library, classrooms and assembly hall at Capital City Secondary School, Oka, grassed football field, perimeter fence, security and refurbished classroom block, drainage channel to combat erosion at Amenyi Community Primary School, modern toilet facilities at both schools, borehole and overhead water tanks, and re-equipping of school physics, chemistry and biology laboratories to encourage education among students. The governor in his speech identified human capital development as a major player in building a greater future for Anambra State. He harped on the need to empower students through quality education and commended Chief Ngobo for his immense contributions to the development of the society, which he described as a landmark.
If I kwelo na nkwago na if I na-abịa bụ ka anyị mee Anambra ka ọ dị ka ebe obibi ka ọ ga-abụ nwata amụ na Anambra enwerozi ife na-achụ ya ijebe Lagos ma ijebe Abuja ma ịgbapụ Anambra. Ọ ga-abụ onye Anambra achụbala ọsọ n'ebe ọzọ n'ụwa onwe obodo ọ ga-asị kpasuo m iwe na mbem.
Speaking, Chief Ngobo, who observed that the journey of school adoption began over 12 years ago, noted that Governor Soludo was the first to initiate such with the adoption of Amoji Primary School in Swofia, Agwata local government area. He expressed delight in making sustainable social investment, adding that his efforts are in line with Governor Soludo's vision of building Anambra State into a livable and prosperous mega city driven by philosophy of one Anambra, one people, one agenda.
Take delight in making sustainable social investment in every location we have our footprints. As a result, earlier on when we signed the MOU with the state government to partner on the development of Oka Millennium City, we began immediately to identify areas we can focus our social interventions. Following findings from the need assessment study, we selected the Capital City Secondary School and Amenyi Community Primary School. I'm happy that just 3 years down the line from the MOU signing, we are already able to commission some of the projects at our adopted school. This is just the beginning of many interventions as we are here for the long run.
The Commissioner for Education, Professor Ngozi Chumode, commended Chief Ngobo for the legacy, advising the Anambra to invest more in education to equip the future leaders with right skills.
And for this endeavor, we owe a world of thanks to Chief Ngobo. You have taken this CRS to another dimension by impacting on education.
Governor Soludo at the event unveiled the plaque and officially commissioned the project to commemorate the adoption of Capital City Secondary School and Amenyi Community Primary School, Oka, by Chief Ngobo. Speaker, Anambra State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Uchenna Okafo, Obi of Onitsha, Igwe Nnemeka Achebe, the traditional ruler of Oka, Obi Gibson Nwosu, represented by his cabinet members, members of the State Executive Council, among others, graced the occasion.
Anambra State Deputy Governor Dr. Onyeka Chukwuibezim has re-echoed call for collective effort in the fight against insecurity. Dr. Ibezim made the call during the third session of the 12th Synod of Oka Diocese Anglican Communion held in at St. Peter's Anglican Church, Abagana, Njikoka, local government area. Correspondent Emmanuel Chiwata reports.
The Deputy Governor, while addressing the Synod delegates, stated that no meaningful development can thrive in any society in the face of insecurity, calling on citizens to join the state government in tackling insecurity. Dr. Ibezim urged the Church to keep supporting and praying for Professor Chukwuma Soludo-led administration, adding that no government can stand without the support of the Church. While promising that the government will not pull out from the support it gives the Church, Dr. Ibezim re-emphasized the government's passion to make the state clean, habitable and prosperous homeland. Describing the theme of the conference, Running the Christian Race, the implication in these perilous times, as thought-provoking, Dr. Ibezim pleaded with the Church to continue to promote the work of evangelism while decrying the high rate of youth engagement on idolatry.
I bring you the good messages of my principal, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, who strongly believes in what the Church can do. If you look what we are doing, we are trying to clean up Anambra State. Aicho, Anambra de Ocha, Uwenu Kochuku. So we are amidst all this, the greatest on our hand is insecurity. There cannot be any meaningful development in insecurity. Security of the state is in your hands, is in our hands. Please and please, we plead as church leaders, the governor said I should remind all of us that we have a role to play, critical role.
On his part, the founder of IDE Global Movement and an All Progressives Grand Alliance aspirant for Oka North and South Federal Constituency, Chief Azubike Okwozo, charged the Synod delegates to put into practice knowledge they will garner from the Synod while assuring to give quality governance if elected in the forthcoming election.
Anambra State Deputy Governor Dr. Onyeka Chukwuibezim has called for genuine partners to actualize the African Taiwan initiative envisaged by Governor Chukwuma Soludo. Dr. Ibezim made the call when the management of Anambra State Community and Social Development Agency paid him a courtesy visit in his office at the Government House, Oka. Correspondent Emmanuel Chibata reports.
The Anambra State Community and Social Development Agency, CDSA, World Bank assisted, is a fully fledged parastatal of Anambra State government established by law in 2009 and revived in 2018 with the purpose of alleviating poverty in poor communities in the state through the Community and Social Development Project. The Deputy Governor commended the agency for its effort towards providing access to improve economic and social infrastructure to communities, especially those considered to be particularly in need.
What caught my attention so much is in where the people you pay will help us do some things, like in keeping the environment clean. And I think they can also be part of the monitoring team.
Yes.
I don't know how we're able to structure, but if we go quickly and say yes, part of the monitoring team, I wonder what, how much they have been trained. You don't give what you don't have. So I don't know the structures on ground, because it's not just paying people.
Earlier, the general manager of the agency, Mr. Shudi Mojeku, who said the visit was to introduce the leadership of the agency and its impact so far to the new government, noted that over 2.5 million beneficiaries have been empowered with access to improved social and natural resources infrastructure in various sectors. Mr. Mojeku disclosed that over 250 micro projects were equally supported with over 1,000 direct and indirect jobs, while the youth were offered training in various skills acquisition programs.
We were able to support very poor communities to implement some 250 micro projects across various sectors, about 7 sectors. Electricity, water, roads, health, education, environment, socio-economic activities, and so on. In some 62 communities, and we were able to, from the survey we did, close to 2.5 million Anambarians on the Anambra, benefited directly or indirectly.
In a vote of thanks, the manager, creative service of the agency, Mrs. Uche Mwizugo, assured that the agency will continue to alleviate plight of poor people and communities. And for the proposal, because
Anambra State Commissioner for Petroleum and Mineral Resources, Barrister Anthony Ifeanya, has inaugurated a 7-man committee to carry out an action plan that will serve the ministry for a period of 4 years. The Commissioner, Barrister Ifeanya, inaugurated the committee at the ministry's headquarters at Jerome Dodge's State Secretariat, Awka. Correspondent Emmanuel Chibata filed on this report.
The committee has 3 weeks from the date of inauguration to complete its assignment. The Ministry of Petroleum and Mineral Resources is one of the new ministries created by Governor Chukwuma Soludo's administration to achieve a purpose-driven smart megacity as contained in its manifesto. Inaugurating the committee, Barrister Ifeanya said the members of the committee, chaired by Dr. Alex Obiobolu, are experts and could carry out the task to the ministry's expectation, having served in petroleum and mineral resources sectors. While adding that the task before them is paramount in building the ministry to standard, Barrister Ifeanya further expressed his determination and passion to successfully develop the ministry, improving the internally generated revenue of the state and increasing its status in the nation.
It's my hunger, my passion to give this ministry a very good outing, to boost and make a success out of it, so that Mr. Governor will know that his choice is not a wrong one. The first commission of this ministry, we are out. We know that much is expected of him, but Anambarians know his worth, we know his courage and comportment. We know his level of intelligence.
On his part, the chairman of the committee, Dr. Obiobolu, assured that the committee will deliver on its mandate.
I'm so glad that coming in and seeing the membership of the committee, it's populated with people who have experience, not just in the sector, but also in administration. And some of them have also been in the ministry and various departments of government. So it's something that gives me joy and gives me the confidence that we will be able to meet that aspiration of the economic function.
Other members of the committee are Barrister Richard Ezechukwu, Dr. Emenike Ezinando, Dr. Chris Ofokansi, and Chief D.O. Ezendo, among others. In Awka, Emmanuel Shibata, ABS News.
Our former Commissioner for Environment in Anambra State, Mr. Obi Nwankwo, has said that his vision is to give Awka North and South the type of representation that has eluded the area over the years. Mr. Nwankwo, a frontline aspirant vying to represent Awka North and South Federal Constituency in the 2023 general election, stated this during a meeting with the Anambra State Executive Council of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, ABGA, in Awka. Correspondent Chibuzo Obidike reports.
By people from his hometown, support groups and friends. Mr. Nwankwo, who was also a former commissioner for science and technology, power and utility, had during his time in office ensured full digitalization of the ministries with computers and internet, reinvigoration of the state power grid, most notable the Algo Kasop injection station, restoration of power to Orumba North and South and Aguleri communities, among others, as well as spearheading the streetlight projects of the last administration and construction of structures at the Inteje Rehabilitation Home. The former commissioner, while asking all stakeholders in the area to reunite and stand by him, assured that he will remain committed and supportive of the political process during and after the election, and insisted that it was important for everyone to put away personal interests and consider the collective goals of the people of the constituency.
People want somebody that will let their needs, their problems to be heard in the Green Chambers floor, so that you'll be able to be outspoken to tell them the problems of your constituency. There are enormous problems, especially the Oka North people. These are people that are known for agriculture, and up till this day, they don't have even one single tractor, or we call it agricultural tool, in their place.
In her speech, the ABGA chairman, Oka South, Mrs. Chikodi Nonyelo, said that Mr. Nwankwo is a man whose uprightness and credibility speak for him, adding that his commitment to the political well-being of his people stands him out from other aspirants jostling for the same position.
So I'm pleading on his behalf from Oka South local government. To learn so with all this, let us assist him. Represent
Receiving Mr. Nwankwo and his entourage, the Anambra State ABGA chairman, Sanobat Obi, said that the former commissioner's service record speaks volumes of his credibility, a trait that the party takes pride in, assuring the entire people of Oka North and South that the party will always produce the best candidates with the right knowledge of leadership, willing to work and give the best to the people.
I hope you have a new person or a new name new to me, or someone, my ally, my close ally. Very close ally.
In Oka, Chibuzo Obidike, ABS News.
Still to come on the news tonight, federal government moves to avert looming shutdown of airline operations. Dozens of people fell dead after bomb blast east of Ukraine. Here's a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. The news returns after this time out. Please join us again.
Traveling? You deserve the absolute best. Enjoy maximum comfort in our new buses with more legroom, reclinable seats, onboard entertainment, and much more. Pick your preferred seat. Choose your preferred schedule. Travel on your terms. Ready for a premium ride driven by the best captains out there? Book now.
Welcome back to the news. Following the threat by airline operators of Nigeria, AON, to down tools tomorrow owing to the high cost of aviation fuel, the federal government has urged the union to give it time to explore means of resolving the challenge. Minister of Aviation made the plea in a statement signed by the Special Assistant on Public Affairs, James Odaudu. The statement read, "The attention of the Honorable Minister of Aviation, Senator Hadi Sirika, has been drawn to reports that the nation's air transportation system will be disrupted from Monday, May 9th, 2022, following threats by airline operators to shut down operations as a result of the rising cost of Jet A1, otherwise known as aviation fuel. As the ministry charged with the management of the industry, we are greatly concerned about the difficulties being faced by the airline operators in the country in procuring aviation fuel, which has resulted in spiraling costs in air transportation in the immediate past. While the efforts to assuage the situation are on, we wish to appeal to the airline operators, even in the difficult situation, to consider the multiplier effect. And now business news. Ibom Air has said that it is not part of the decision of Airline Operators of Nigeria AON to suspend flight operations from tomorrow over increase in aviation fuel price to 700 naira. The airline said even though it acknowledged the existential threat that fuel price increases pose for the air industry in Nigeria, it could not afford to stop operating, given its obligations to suppliers, financiers and staff, which depend on uninterrupted flow of revenue to service. It said every airline has its unique business model and pressures that, despite the escalating fuel prices, airlines volunteering to stop operations will rather exacerbate an already bad situation. Ibom Air acknowledges the existential threat that these runway fuel price increases pose for the air transport industry in Nigeria. We agree that this out-of-control situation is simply unsustainable. However, every airline has its unique business model and pressures. We believe that in spite of the escalating fuel prices, airlines volunteering to stop operation will rather exacerbate an already bad situation. Dozens of people are feared dead after a bomb hit a school in East Ukraine, where government forces are battling Russian troops and separatists. Luhansk Region Governor Serhiy Haidai confirmed to that, saying 60 people were found dead under the rubble of the school in Bolohorivka. About 90 people had been sheltering in the building and 30 were rescued. 7 of them wounded, he added. Mr. Haidai said a Russian plane had dropped the bomb on Saturday. His accusation could not be verified independently and there is no immediate response from Russia. Luhansk has seen a fierce combat as Russian troops and separatist fighters seek to surround government forces just over 2 months since the start of the Russian invasion. And now sports. Enugu Rangers coach Abdul Maikaba has hailed the character of his players after their 3-1 comeback win over Heartland in the Oriental debut on Saturday in the Nigeria Professional Football League Matchday 27 fixture at the Awka Stadium. Monday, Yakubu gave Heartland the lead in the 13th minute, but Rangers equalized in the 22nd minute through O.C. Martins, while Shedrack Asiebu ensured that they went into the halftime break with a lead, putting the host in front in the 40th minute. However, Eso Archibong put the game beyond the visitors with a 90th minute goal. The result sees Rangers leapfrog Remo Stars to third on the long after 27 league games. Speaking after the entertaining encounter, Maikaba hailed the word for not crumbling after conceding an early goal in the first half. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Awka. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. Log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now the main points again. Governor Soludo has identified human capital development as major player in building a greater future for Anambra State. Deputy Governor Ibe Zim has called for genuine partnership to actualize state government developmental initiative. Federal government is moving to avert looming shutdown of airline operations. And on the foreign scene, we also told you that dozens of people have been feared dead after bomb blast east of Ukraine. Here's a special message again. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's it on the news tonight. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Chidimma Orangwa. Good night.